Greetings everyone and welcome back to StoneHearth and to Aavakeen, where in the last episode we laid the plans, not necessarily the foundations. The foundations are being laid right now, as it happens, for a new building. A rather large and wonderful building in my humble opinion that is nowhere near humble enough, I'll be honest with you. It is not particularly humble anymore. Right, let's have a look. Have we finished all of the work over here that we needed to get done? We have. Ah, marvellous. Can I take these down then? It looks like I should be able to, now that we've actually gotten those little problems resolved. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. And I would also like this one removed if I could. There we are. Alright, so in this episode, we are going to be continuing with a lot of construction. We need to get these buildings finalized before we can ultimately lay down our gatehouse. Now, my plans for the gatehouse are, in a word, expansive. And that might not be the best way of doing things, but it's the way that we're going to do them, so we just need to get used to that, I'm afraid. I would like a very, very nice gatehouse. I've taken on board a lot of the comments, and that is to make sure I have a place for turrets, and for that we're ultimately going to need an engineer before we can even look at doing that, but that is definitely something that I will want to have. Maybe 2-4 turrets along the walkway, a dedicated area for our archers, which can be sealed, so our archers don't try to run away. And though they're not trying to run away because they're cowards, they're trying to run away because their AI is always telling them, we've got to attack from the maximum possible range, even if the range I'm at is perfectly safe. Well. Right, a trader brings seeds from a distant land. Hello, Aavakeen. I'm just passing through, but I'd be willing to make a trade or two. If you're interested, you can make me 3 watermelon baskets. I'll be back in 3 days and might be able to bring you 3 bright bell seeds. I would love to, but I'm not sure that is something that I can do. Hold there a moment. Let's see. All the things that I can grow. I can absolutely grow watermelons. How long? 3 days. There is no possibility that I'm going to get watermelons enough in 3 days, so I'm going to decline. That is a shame, though. It is quite the shame, I will be honest with you. Right, oh, and we've also lost whatever the daily update. Drat down at last. We may actually even be in a position where we're going to be able to get the next lot of migrants into the town. So, off to the side, I just realized that I haven't yet opened up my name list. Ah, my lord. I'm such a bad Aavak. I will get that done before we continue. There we go. It's opening it up on the right screen as well. So, no ugly spreadsheet opening. Oh, no, but they're ugly. Frankly, I never make ugly spreadsheets. But no spreadsheets opening where there should otherwise be a beautiful town coming together. But it's going to take us a little while to get all of this done. There's a little fire pit there. And I really, really would love it if we could perhaps just get some nice beds. Let me have a look at my inventory. Do we have the wool that we're going to need? Is it possible that we have this wool stored by? I don't think we do. And despite the suggestion that we'd be able to get it just by having our workers go out and harvest, I don't think that's happening. Alas. It is quite a sadness, that one. But oh well, it is what it is. And there's not much we can do about it. But on the topic of engineers, maybe. Now, I don't know exactly what the engineer makes. I think the engineer literally makes traps. So, to that end, perhaps, Casey, having you become an engineer would be okay. It would require that you become a blacksmith first. That is not necessarily a bad move. Let's have a gander. How are we doing in here? We're waiting on lots of things. We're actually not making anything right now, which is a little bit of a shame, but there we are. I could go ahead and make a new blacksmith's hammer, frankly. That might be quite a nice one. Sure, go ahead and make me a new blacksmith's hammer, because the blacksmith will appreciate it. And also, make me some workers' steel tools. Some of my workers will very much appreciate that, I can assure you. So we should have that all put together. But it looks like we're going to need to go over to our mason and get a new blacksmith's hammer crafted. Go ahead, and you don't need to use the best materials for that one. Just go ahead and make one for me. In terms of I would like some fancy things, but so awkward. So terribly awkward to get this together. I would love that. What just finished? Aha! Well done, you. Well done indeed. Look at it. I love the colours that are bleeding through the windows. I really love the little candles. Sort of the oil lamps. I like them more than the candles, actually. Though the candles are very, very nice. But at least within this particular environment, I feel that they make a lot more sense. This is going to be a long build to put together, and there's a lot of stuff that needs to be made for it. But I am hopeful that we'll be able to get it all done reasonably fast. We've got a lot of stuff there that needs to go together. Well, I mean, I guess there's not much we can do about it. Porcelain teapot, though. Oh, porcelain table for one. These are amazing. Porcelain wall shelf. We are going to have a very, very swanky building here. And I appreciate it. Or a lot of people have been saying that's not so much of a hut, really, considering it's one of the best places in the entire town. But it's a worker's abode. Maybe I should have called it worker's abode. That would have possibly been a better way of going with that. However, looking back here, I am going to want some nicer beds. So I'm going to say I would like you to maintain one. Well, actually, no. Maintain a source of 2 of these at any particular time. There we go. And then I would very much like to maintain 5 actual beds. There we go. Let's move that one up so that one will be made as soon as it's available. Further to this, I would like 5, at all times, wooden dressers. Now, we already have plenty of wooden dressers, so they're not going to be made anytime soon, unfortunately. There's writing desks. Sure, maintain a few of these, perhaps. Maybe 1 or 2 or 12. I'd be okay with that. Though, ooh, let's have a look at these. All we need is level 6 and we can make ornate wooden desks. Ornate table for ones. Ornate writing desks. Oh. Actually, I might even drop that off. We'll see what we can do. We're not going to be able to get the ornate beds, unfortunately. I wonder if we can do that. If there's an ornate bed type that we'd be able to get in here. No. No, that is not. That is quite a shame. Can we make metal bed? No. Would we really want to, though? Probably not. Let's be perfectly honest on that one. Probably not. Oh, porcelain comfy bed. There we are. Okay, well, ultimately we need the shepherd's crook. And so we need our carpenter constantly churning out more stuff. It's the only way we're ever going to get it. So we can make some comfortable animal beds. Sure, I wouldn't mind having 10 comfortable animal beds, which we can then sell. We are going to need more trees, though. And that's a problem. That being said, we do have an awful lot of trees being grown. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to harvest up a bunch of trees and hopefully get a bit of wood in and then replant them from our sapling stocks. And I will bring you back when there is more to report on the building front. It looks like we have a new migrant waiting at the borders, and also some scallywags that are, well, actually, technically also waiting at the borders. But let's see who we've got. Oh no, you've started really next to the scallywags. Arabella Tyrion, rather. Let's have a quick look at you. 6 spirit, 3 body, 2 mind. Not bad at all. Actually, not bad at all. You're a cultist. Very well. You shall be Forgotten Dragon. Pretty good name, honestly, for a cultist. I think has the right kind of feel to it, in my opinion. Right, there we go. Let's get everyone over here. All of my warriors need to get around. Yes, you can just go over this way. It's easy enough. There we are. Right, we're gonna get into a little bit of fighting. Just you know, keep the blades keen, the minds sharp. Are there any other scallywags we need to deal with, or is that the lot? I think that might actually... Oh, well, we've got a big old thing over there that we're going to need to go and deal with as well. I'm not concerned about that. All right, let's get in. Deal with the wolves as best you can. Now, hopefully this is going to get our knight some levels, and our knight is going to be able to get some ridiculously good gear after that. I really do wish that my footmen weren't as quick into the battle, though. That does quite often cause me a bit of issue. But there we are. There we go. Doing quite well here. There we are. And we can deal with you. Now, we've got a lot of archers over here. Are you a fire tender? Yeah, you're a half tender. Okay, that's not so bad. Obsidian Mist, town hero. They defended the town from 100 enemies. Well done, Obsidian Mist. Very well done indeed. Right, let's get in here. We want to deal with the archers first, I would say, as they're the only ones that really pose a threat to us. Are we about to unleash Oggo from somewhere? No, I don't see Oggo still. But we are going to continue to push our army ever outwards in an attempt to find Oggo, frankly. Oh, they're just bailing. Straight up, don't want any of that. I mean, sure, if only we could slow you down. That would be grand. Alas, it is a bit of an annoyance that we can't. However, our knight is just tanking all of these archer shots with very little issue at all. I know a lot of people have differing opinions. It does seem to be a bit of a divisive is the wrong word, but certainly a topic with no clear consensus whether ranged or close combat is the best way to go. And honestly, I am starting to lean a little bit more in favor of close combat. Primarily because of the derpy AI with regards to archers always trying to engage from their maximum range, even if it really doesn't matter. Those bloody homing arrows of yours. Shenanigans, I call. But there we go, that's another one down. Let's get in on you. Got quite a lot of nice little loot around here that I would very much like to pick up, especially that. Very much like to get that moving on. Got some people heading out right now to grab some of this this loot, which is fantastic. It does honestly appear that my knight is scaring the goblins away. It could actually be my footmen, though. Let's be honest, very heavily armed group of people with what look like scimitars and axes just charging at you. Yeah, that would be enough to set me moving in the opposite direction. Right, there we go. Got a bit of bronze there, not too bad. And as soon as we're done here, we'll be dealing with the half-tender. I have wondered a little bit if there is a reason why you might want to just let them exist rather than killing the camps. Perhaps this would, in some way, allow you to farm them. It's certainly not something that I would turn my nose up at. The opportunity to get a couple of extra levels, especially on units like my knight, for example. But it does seem that our army at this point is a significantly stronger killing force than I've had in my previous attempt. Certainly the stream. I'm sorry, Half-Tender, but it is your time. Nope, that is not what I wanted to click on. Please be aware of what I'm trying to click on. There we go. Game is not smart enough. Usually I complain about software trying to be too smart, thinking it knows me better than I know myself. But in this case, if I have the attack cursor up, then it stands to reason when I click on something, I don't want you to select an object. You should have a look around the cursor, maybe a couple of pixels either side, see if there was in fact an enemy. And if there was, attack it. But we have a little bit of something over here that I'm very, very interested in. We will see what we might find over here. Some sort of stone sarcophagus. Here lies a member of the Black Cord. Okay. And constructed by the Phoenix Empire. Do we really want to mess that up? Are they people that we want to mess with? I try to bring seeds from distant lands. Hello, Aavakeen. 3 watermelon baskets, and I'll give you some turnip seeds. I wish I could, but no. Ooh. Blacksmith level 6. The blacksmith's masonry of their trade. Masonry. The mason blacksmith allows us to create the finest weapons and armors ever seen. Since the Forgotten Phoenix Empire. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense then. Right, now, while all of that's going on, Casey, I would very much like you to change your job. Let's get you working as a blacksmith right now. You're going to replace our current blacksmith. There you go. Now, our current blacksmith, do you have any particular jobs that I need to be aware of? Nothing that is leaping out at me right now. I could get some really nice armor for my footmen, though. There is definitely a big part of me that wants to do that. 2 steel desert helms is nothing to sniff at. Steel scimitar, again, inflicts major hamstrung, moving much slower because of precisely aimed wounds. That would be amazing. And these are for footmen level 6. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make 2 of these. Please have these made. Now, it requires a level 6 blacksmith. So, level 6 blacksmith, crack on. Please and thank you. Now, what are we requiring there? We're requiring iron ingots. Do we have iron ore? We are lacking. That is not a good thing to see. That is really not a good thing. Is there still iron down there? Yeah, there is actually still iron. Oh, the iron is starting to move up into the ceiling. That might be something I want to start dealing with then. Also, I kind of want to continue working with my mine. Let's continue working with the mine for now. Let's just pull this up a little bit so I can see what's going on there. Right, that's good enough. A nice 4x4. Let's at the very least sink this mine shaft all the way down. A good old way. There we go. We'll have both of these active. Resume mining and resume mining. Now, you can absolutely use the ore scanner to find the best locations for ore. You can use a heat map, which will give you an idea of where ore exists. And honestly, yeah, I think it's quite a useful tool, that one. Usually I would stray away from that sort of stuff, but no, I am inclined to agree with its use in this instance. However, now that I know that there's a little bit of something right up the top here, on the 5th layer, I would like to find it. We don't want to dig in there. I want to find out how tall this goes. It actually probably goes a little bit higher still. Wow. Okay. Well, given that then, I'm going to say we're going to want to start digging upwards into this. So to that end, we're going to get a nice big old 5 there. Around here. And then along here as well. And following that, we're going to start creeping upwards where possible. So, for example, a 4 along here. And we'll eventually take that up a little bit higher still. It is a little bit more awkward digging upwards. I found, well, by a little bit, I mean a lot more awkward digging up. But it's something that we are going to have to do. I'll set it up like that for now, and we'll see what we can do. Go ahead and resume mining. There we go. Now, there are a couple of changes I would like to make. For example, I would like to remove a couple of my workers from doing any kind of... well, actually, I'll leave building on just so that you will eventually get to the mining. But for the time being, let's go ahead and make some better weapons. I think it's going to be grand. There we are. We currently have a nice little access point there for my army. Oh, this truly will be fantastic. Well done, Casey. Now, we're going to keep our blacksmith on the job for a little while we're building up the weapons that I would want that only our level 6 blacksmith can make. Let's get our whole army together there. I think that was probably a wise move. Now, hopefully this, the fact that we've taken down all of these saplings, they are going to grow back reasonably fast. They do look like they're using the saplings from the farm, which is grand. Right, let's start moving forward and see what we can find over here. Right, have we got any news? Nope, we don't need to read that one. No, take me back to my army, please. No, okay, it doesn't automatically jump over there. Very well. Right, let's have a look. Is there anything that we can deal with here? Oh, what's happening here? Why are you spreading out? No, you're coming back. Oh! Oggo's army approaches. Okay. We have discovered you, Oggo. Finally, we've discovered you. Well. So, exactly what everyone was worried did happen. They stranded themselves on top of a mountain. Well, you derps. Now, as far as I'm aware, there is no method by which they can build their way down. They won't even try. Look at them. That is actually a reasonably large army, and it is on the wrong side of our defenses to give us a particularly good chance of being able to deal with it. But still, We're going to have a watch of that one. That's going to be a problem. We absolutely can climb up and start hacking at them. That is massively cheeky, but, you know. William is now a town hero. Well done, William. Why are you leaving? Where are you off to? I have no idea, but I would like it if you would stay over here. Please and thanks. There we are. Why did you decide you wanted to leave? I have no idea. But we are fighting some, well, honestly they don't look that dangerous. But they looked different. They've got very angry, purpley, shiny eyes. Is that a zombie? That one actually is a zombie with a full head of hair. Well done you. Missing ear though. Sorry about that. There we go. Jin has achieved a new title. Well done. Let's see what we can do. And there we go. And you should be able to finish off what remains over here. While we're here though, can I get you to make me a better bow? I really don't think I can. Actually, no. Recurved desert bow. Well, no, you'd need to be come to level 5 for that. I could have 2 of these made. Sure. Go ahead and make me 2 of those, please. Right up there at the top. How's my weaver doing? We seem to lack some material. Yeah, we're lacking leather right now. That's a bit of a potch, but okay. I think maybe some of our units are trying to head back right now in order to get themselves some better weapons. Now, the trick here, can they get down any closer to us? They can definitely get down there. They can get down onto here, but they can't get off there. And they get down over here. You've got to be certain about these things before you do what I'm about to suggest us doing. Doesn't look like they can get down. Right. Well, Oggo, you have made a fatal error. Oh, you fool. You need better tacticians, clearly. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. Ah. No, I'm not going to not cheese this. I don't even think it's cheese. Clearly, Oggo is a goblin, and goblins have very, very poor tactical understanding. I am going to leverage the fact that my halflings are not goblins, and actually do understand that if you want to smash someone's head in, or bonk their skulls, as the case may be, then you kind of need to be somewhere where you can get to them, and not high up on a cliff. How did they even get up there? The question, I mean, maybe they did build a ladder and then they took it down. Maybe they airdropped in. Goblin blimps. Maybe they're not as dumb as I'm making out here, but what their engineers have in ingenuity, their chieftains clearly lack in tactical prowess. That I'm going to stick with this narrative, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. But it's going to be a little while before we get up there and actually get involved. I'm going to let my military upgrade some of their gear first, but we will be going over there. Zangiri, the prolific crafter, has achieved Carpenter, level 5. Our Carpenter has enough skill to create valuable, intricate, and extremely appealing objects by enhancing them with gold flakes. Master's Insight, the Carpenter can now create items of excellent quality and will make fine quality items more often. Oh, fantastic, Zangiri. You have no idea how incredibly happy I am by this. Oh, my lord. Well done, you. Well done, you. We can now make the recurved desert bow. I'm also making some crossbows, as it happens. But more than anything else in the universe, we can make the shepherd's crook. It has been so long. Let's get that being made right now, please and thank you. I wouldn't mind getting some recurved bows as well. But I'd like the desert crossbows too. But we will make 2 of these, and I'll allow my units to grab whatever it is they particularly wish to have. Now, look at these beauties. We can make gold flakes. We still can't make the best beds. Simply, we can make very comfy chairs, though. Look, okay, I'm going to draw the line. We're not going to put gold furniture in the workers. But the workers' shoulders are what prop up the entirety of our... No, we are going to put gold furniture in the workers. I don't care about your silly caste systems. I refuse! I may be from Britain, but it doesn't mean I need to repeat its mistakes. The young cook has arrived with a trunk of breakfast foods. Well done. Well, you know what? I'm feeling particularly happy about this. We're going to get some eggs and we're going to get some bacon. There we go, everyone. And for those who may be vegetarians, because I'm not sure if we have any, but just in case. It doesn't mean that they don't need to be vegetarian. To just fancy some non-meaty meals today. There we go. You can have that as well. Now, I would like to sell a number of items. I would like to keep the food, frankly, but we can definitely afford to lose a couple of these. In fact, all of these for now. We don't need them. Let's be gone with them. I may have sold something I needed to keep, though. Have I? I don't think I have. I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I may have dodged that bullet. That accidental bullet. Right, we'll get rid of all of these. I am literally making them to grind up skill levels. And now I can make really nice stuff. I see no reason to keep those. Animal comfy beds, though. I mean, come on. Don't be dumb now. Of course we're going to keep those. I will be selling the regular beds. I perhaps should have kept some of the better ones, but we'll see. I would ultimately like it to be clay beds that we use in the workers' cottage anyway. I keep changing the name. We've got plenty of gold ingots, so that shouldn't be too bad. I've got 52 saplings that I can just straight up sell. I can also sell these workshops that I don't need anymore because the workshops I have are superior in every way. So I'm going to keep those. But there we are. Oh, this is grand. I am going to keep the saplings. We'll just continue growing. Oh, well, I'll sell a couple. 52 is just done. We don't need 52. That much will do. Do I want to get any more of these gone? Sure, violet seeds. Again, we don't need that many violet seeds. Don't need that many seeds of anything, really. That should be good enough. We'll be done with the decorative. Oh, the shopkeeper doesn't have money. Sorry for making you broke. Hopefully you can make a pretty good return on investment, though, elsewhere. You know, our fortunes rise and fall as one, etc., etc., etc. Things do seem to be going reasonably well, though. Right, let's check in on our blacksmith. We are currently making some offhand steel daggers for our footmen. Because I'm giving the footmen all of the toys right now. They're constantly being passed up, and I dislike it. Right. We can make a gold ingot out of... What? I can straight up make gold ingots out of the gold I've got. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I'm acting as if that doesn't make any sense. Because it makes total sense. I don't believe we've got a mortar and pestle. Let's go ahead and make one of these, please. Let's get that over there. But... do we have one of these deployed even? I don't believe we do, but I would like one made. So if you could pop that in there as well. Where is the gold dust? Well, we can make 3 of these. Go ahead and use up the materials we've got. Ah, it's the mason that makes the gold dust. That's right. That is right. And I would like you to go ahead and use 9. We'll have another 3, so we'll go all the way up to 12. Go ahead, please, and make all of that. And with the gold, we can make some very, very nice items for our workers. Oh, it's going to be grand. Workers are going to be so happy. We still haven't hauled everything in that we need to haul in. Well, that's fine for now. Ooh, is there a problem here? Let me have a quick look at this building. What are we missing? Something has gone awry. Well, as soon as that's finished autosaving. What is it that we're missing? Ah, wooden logs. Okay, no, that's fine. We can easily get that for you. That won't be an issue at all. It's just letting me know that we have used up all of the wood in getting Zangiri's level up. That's fine, though. So, let's go ahead and start harvesting these items around here. Taking down the immature trees, that's not a good idea. Can I cancel that task? Can it not be canceled? There we go. I would really much prefer that you don't... oh, I take it back. Apparently, I spoke too soon, but I'll let them pull that down first. We are going through our trees rather fast, and that's never a good thing. But we are so close to finishing this. I believe the only thing we have left to install... No, we've already installed the... Then what exactly is the problem with this building being completed? I would like to get to work... Oh, clay fence posts. All right, we've got just got to get a couple of these down. Three clay fence parts, not posts specifically. But once that's done, we can begin work on the next stage of our defenses. Not that we're strictly going to need them at this point, but with that said and done, I think it's time for us to get our army together. Now then, army, I have got some crossbows, but I do believe you're going to have access to some much nicer bows. Let's see if the carpenter has finished us. The carpenter is working on them. I'll let my archers finish that off. You've also got a crossbow hanging around. But we'll get the bows made simply because they are going to dramatically increase the main source of damage that we're going to be applying to Oggo's army. And we are a little ways off from getting our 25th colonist, but that's fine. Okay, I'll bring you back when we're laying siege to Oggo's siege. Oh dear, we have an invader approaching. Is this the mountain? Is the mountain? No, the mountain's all the way over there. We have a rather large invader approaching. It's been beaten up a bit though. Also, we just finished our wall. I don't know if we're going to be working on the gatehouse in this episode because we're still putting together a fairly large building. So I'm inclined not to just yet. But we definitely need our entire group of defenders over here. I've just sent them off to get some food because they were starving. Apparently they were patrolling to the neglect of their own needs. I mean, well done. Work ethic plus, but self-preservation minus. Nevertheless, this should be a bit of an interesting one. Oh no, it wasn't the ogre that was damaged, it was my wall. Right, we definitely need our fighters over here right now. Our cleric really shouldn't be the first one there. I can't help but feel that might not be the best idea, but look at this. All of that steel. Ah, fantastic. Right, everyone, please just lay into the ogre here. Please and thank you. Is that going to be rebuilt? Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. He's got friends. If we're lucky, we can take this down before they arrive and start causing me issues. At the moment, it does seem to be doing reasonably well. Yeah, we should be able to finish this off before we need to worry about anything else. The ogre is going. It's actually panicking. Wow, we frightened an ogre. That's certainly a sign that our army is definitely getting on top of things. Noticing that the autosaves are taking a long time now, but yes, this is a rather large invasion force. I'm not liking it at all. Let's check out the wheeled studio, though. Do you have anything I particularly want here? You know what? I'm going to buy all of your clay just because I can. Also, sure, I'll buy it all just to keep the wheels of commerce rolling. Right, we need to start laying into these guys. You don't look as well protected, so let's deal with you as quickly as you can. Those dangerous goblins are a bit of a worry. For obvious reasons, they're dangerous goblins. But if we can, please get them out of the way. Right, go for them next. They're going to threaten our town. Thankfully, they are actually taking a good bit of damage. Oh, wow, they went down really fast. Our knight is just tanking all of this as if it's not even happening. This is truly amazing. Steel Desert Dagger has achieved a new title. Piercer of Kidneys, I imagine. Come on, you. The good thing with the scimitars is it does hamstring opponents, so they do slow down a little bit. Not an awful lot, but a little bit over normal. Another title there. Unfortunately, my cleric is just really far too engaged in fighting things close up. And that isn't the best thing in the world, really. I'll be honest with you. There we go. Well done. Took an opportunity attack there. Took out one of the weaker ones. There we go. You are definitely going down. And all that's left is you. We didn't even need to pull our citizens back inside. That is how strong our army is becoming. That is also very much how I'm going to lose this. Is by having, supreme faith in my army's ability to deal with stuff. And then, not really paying enough attention to terrible, terrible things that are trying to eat our faces off. Right, have we finished that? Good, because I've just noticed another group. Oh, yonder. Let's get in here, please. take you out. Are you a cleric? Designated half-tender. 2 half-tenders, actually. Okay, well, we'll go for the other goblins first. In fact, just get over there and attack whatever you can on the way. That'll be fine. But we're going to need to place down another gate. So, am I making these automatically? No, but one is already queued up to be made. That's very good. I wonder if that will be placed. Let's see. Do I have one? I don't. Well, it's going to be open for the time being, and that's not exactly something I'm particularly happy about. Do I have much in the way of stone? I've got loads of stone, so let's move that right up to the top. There we go. And we should be able to get that going pretty quickly. Right, let's see how this is all going down. Yeah, their forces are just terrified of what's coming their way, which is the way it's meant to be, I suppose. Though I'm disliking how much my forces are separating. Could you get everyone together? There we go. Let's just focus on individual enemies if we can. That way everyone will cluster. And as a result, our footmen won't be too far away from our cleric that our cleric won't think to heal them. That's the main thing we need to avoid. There we go. Well done. That should be the... Oh, no. The end of you in a moment. If my archers would actually just keep firing, it would be a lot easier. But again, their AI really wants to attack only from the maximum possible range, and that is going to cause us more trouble than not. Desperately want to get you a level of... I can actually select the sword out of your hand. That's actually kind of amazing. How close are you to level 6? You're a fair ways off from level 6, unfortunately. That is a big shame, because you've got that silver armor just sitting there, waiting for you. But I guess it's going to have to wait a little bit longer. Are there any more camps around? I don't see many. And it does seem that our knight is leveling up slowly, and possibly because our knight is not getting the kills. It is... that being said, I'm not sure how EXP is divided. It might just be that you get EXP for being nearby something. But I suspect it's more for actually fighting. I've got some more ingots there. It seems that we're going to be gathering loot a lot going forward. There's an awful lot of just loot spread all over the place that isn't being picked up. Which is a bit of a problem, but not a lot we can do about that one just yet. Okay, well with this, I think we're not going to wait any further. Once we finished off this goblin and its friend, who I believe is... Oh, wait, no, there's loads more over there. Okay, well, sure. You're hungry, and I want to let you go and eat. But at the same time, I want you to remove the goblin threat from these areas. I'll let you finish this group off, and then you can go and eat. And then, finally, hopefully your weapons will be ready, and then we can go and fight Oggo. I promise it'll happen before this episode is done. Okay, I think it is finally time for us to send out our troops. I've given them a little bit of time to eat and satisfy their various desires. Unfortunately, they don't seem to if you don't give them a bit of time off their patrol routes, which is a bit of an odd one. I would have liked it if they would have dealt with that themselves, but let's see what we can do to Oggo's army. Now, this is going to be a long, drawn-out process, and I am in no particular rush to just build a way up there so that we can fight them a little bit faster. That seems to me like it would be a very dumb idea. We've got a decent army, but we have not got a large army. What they have is a numbers advantage and also a bloody gigantic ogre. It's a level 1 knight. That is terrifying. We might actually be able to take out Skullbonker if Skullbonker lingers too close to the walls. Soothsayer say, Oggo, chosen one. Oggo, cycle breaker. Very well, Oggo. Covetous and armed. Level 1 knight. Have we got any other info over here? Attracted to shiny things. Aren't we all? Right, okay, let's see. Can our archers actually engage? They can. Oh, that's fantastic. And then they immediately stop. Well, that isn't great. Can I get my archers to engage there? Tall? There we go. That's what we want to see. And our bow has gained a level up. Can you engage? No? A little bit too far away? Can we get you a little closer, maybe? Maybe I'm going to need to build a platform. That would be an interesting one. Oh, there we go. We can, in fact, hit Skullbonker. But it is going to be a troublesome fight, it seems. They don't want to really get involved in this. I could move my archers into a different group, perhaps. That might be something we can do. Still, if we can just take out Skullbonker, like, straight away, then I'd be absolutely on board with that. Because I think if we take out Skullbonker, the army breaks. That would be pretty awesome, I've got to be honest. Let's see what you can do. Let's try and keep you getting a little bit closer. We'll see. I may build a little platform up to somewhere that is safe, but I don't see any particularly safe areas around here, unfortunately. But once again, it does seem that my archers are going to be a little bit derpy about this, so how about we see if we can't move some people into it? Is there a way that I can add people in here? Okay, add member. Let's get you, and there we go. Perfect. Right, we no longer need the entire group here. We just want our archers. There we go. This will be a lot easier to manage. Oggo, the clever little so-and-so, has gone on to my cunning plan and has decided to scarp it. Can't blame him, but, well, I can actually, but I won't. That'll be unfair. Welcome back. So, it got a little bit difficult to shoot them because they got clever. So, yeah, look, it's a sign of respect. One leader of a people to another, you deserve, at the very least, to be killed by an actual siege tower. So there we go. We're gonna put down some hard cash in the form of building resources to make a little tower so that I can continue to shoot you without being in any danger. But I can't say it fairer than that, frankly. There we go. It's gonna take us a little bit of stone. A little bit of 2 stone breaches as well, and there we go. Well, that'll stand as a permanent monument to the site of Skullbonker's final stand. Now, we have got ourselves a stray goblin wolf over here. Sure. Okay, well, I guess we can just go out and deal with you. Sure, we'll just send the main battle force. I'm probably going to leave my archers on a separate group. Honestly, I don't see much of a reason not to. It should be fine to have them there. But we're going to hopefully get that work done reasonably soon. In fact, to that end, of our workers, I'm actually going to take 2 off everything but building. We'll have 2 mining, 2 building, and then a bunch who can do everything. That should seem reasonably good in my opinion. Where did that wolf go? Did it scarper? I see it not. Bubbles is now a mass crafter. They've made 500 items. My lord, Bubbles. That is quite crazy. Quite crazy. It looks like we've got a couple of goblin wolves over there, though. Okay, well, I'm going to continue to protect the lands while we prepare the siege tower, and I will bring you back, hopefully, when Oggo is being a little bit more cooperative about the whole dying thing. Okay, looks like Skullbonker may be counting their final moments at this point. How much more life have you got? There we go. Skullbonker is down. Big Al, town hero, has achieved knight level 6 whilst probably gobbling a bunch of food. What were you doing there? You That's fantastic. What likely happened here is that Big Al had a conversation with someone who has the tutor trait. Is Casey capable of this? I think Casey is, actually. Yes, the professor. Casey will help people gain experience in the basics of their class, although their explanations tend to be a bit long-winded. But there we are. Big Al has finally reached level 6, which means that Big Al can go and immediately equip the best and most swanky of all armors. Oggo Skullbonker falls to the ground. What? Oggo Skullbonker defeated? What should say? What mountain say? What about Khan? What about next cycle? Mountain, fight on. Now that changes depending on if you've slain Mountain first or not. But we have slain Oggo Skullbonker. They are no more. Sure. You know, you guys can just defend from this location, just wipe out everything if you'd like. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. I'm sorry. Could you just stand there and attack anything that you can see? That would be great. There we go. And from this point, we could probably easily deal with everything else that's left. Yeah, that's fine. You go and grab yourself some food if you particularly want to. I don't mind. Can you get a sight on them? Can you get a sight on Mountain? You should be able to. How much damage could Mountain take? Let's have a look. You're doing a decent amount of damage, actually. But I'm leaning towards not being a scallywag anymore. And we're actually going to edit the party. We're going to add members. Let's get Jin and Manu back across. As much as I was thinking about having them in their own party for a time, I think I would prefer to have everyone join together. We're going to wipe out what remains of Oggo's invasion force and see where that puts us. We are actually getting close to the point where we're going to get another colonist. Our building over here is very, very nearly completed. Unfortunately, it does have a little bit more to go, mostly in regards to like fences. Let's actually have a look at you. Yeah, we've just got 9 fence larges and 20 tan lattice windows, but we do have, and we also need 1 clay brick, but we've got all of those materials, or rather the materials to make them all. That shouldn't be a problem for us at all. Is everyone eating? Let's just make sure that you actually get some grub, because you do have a habit of not doing that, and it's quite vexing. Jin, sleeping is not eating. Maybe Jin is fasting. I understand this. Occasionally when the ghrelin is spiking and my hunger is there, it's the best thing to do is just sleep. There you go. Sleep is surprisingly good at filling the belly, I have found. But that's going to be that for now. We're just going to go ahead and pass a little bit of time. I want Jin to fill their belly before we press the final moments of the invasion force. We've also got a little fight over here, so we're going to be able to take care of. So I will bring it back as we're about ready to take on the mountain. And it looks like as our troops are moving in, we have a new migrant waiting. There we go. Aavakeen goes up to population of 25. Smaj Aiba, I think I would pronounce that name as. Right, let's have a look at you then, Smaj. You've got 554, not bad at all. You've got green thumb, nice, and featherweight. I mean, you're faster as long as you're not laden. Tom Scaper, welcome to Aavakeen, Tom. I hope you enjoy your stay here with us. Right, okay, let's make sure that everyone is in position. We've got our army here, just kind of chilling out, making sure that everything is safe. 11 clay beds and 1 giant bone axe. No, I don't think that's necessarily a good deal, honestly. We are waiting on this to be made. Hopefully, someone will come and make it reasonably soon. Well, that may take some time, by the looks of it. How frustrating. Here we are, Casey, our new blacksmith, heading over there to put the final nail in Oggo's invasion's coffin. Right, okay, let's get the entire group ready to move. And yeah, we need you up there right now. Go, go, go. Let's get everyone together, please. Our archers should be able to hold the line from their current position without too much trouble. Oh my lord, they are just popping everywhere. And that's partially because our weapons have got cleaving, so they're doing large amounts of AoE damage. Why my archers have gone up there right next to mountain, I have no idea, because I can only assume that the mountain can also do cleave damage of some sort. Oh well, it doesn't seem to have caused us too much trouble. Honestly, my army did quite well, considering. I really only thinned it out from the weaker goblins. Perhaps we didn't need to worry about it as much as I was anyway. But there we are. That's it. Oggo's invasion is over. We are free for the time being from their machinations, though there's a lot going on story-wise, it seems. Now, this is about as far as I've been in the game, so from this point on, we're more or less flying blind. I don't really know what to expect. I've gone a little bit kind of further, but more or less faltering, as you may have seen in the stream VODs. It seemed very buggy because we died so many times, but had clung on to survival by skin and teeth. In terms of this building, it looks like we should be finished reasonably soon. We'll probably finish that in the next episode, but we will also be looking to work on the gatehouse, which is probably going to be larger than just this little area here. It'll probably extend out to be in front of these walls as well. But that is going to be it from me. I really, really hope you've enjoyed today's episode and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.